everyone. I hope all of you are doing good, all are safe, and I welcome to all of you on the platform of the Wire, where we are here to win the dreams. And in your dreaming journey, we will start our today's video with some positive quote. And our today's quote says that success is dependent on the efforts. So yes, your all success, you were born, you want your dream comes true, you want the success in your life, then it all depends on your efforts. So efforts are the most important at this stage. So we will, in this video, we will understand 5 techniques to improve the accuracy in Tissnet Quantitative Aptitude section. So we are here for those 5 techniques, and I will explain those techniques, and I hope that it will help you for your exam. So which are those 5 techniques? Let's understand. Without wasting the time, we will directly jump towards the all those techniques. So here is your first technique, that find your weak topics and practice more. That means what you have to do in this technique, you have to make a list of what you love, what you only like, and what you hate. That means these 3 things you have to list out. In the what you love, in that one, you will take that, you will distribute your topics that which you are in which you are the best, that there are some topics which you know that you are the best in that topic, you have already done those things and you know all these things, you know the basic things of that topics, and you always love to doing these topics you have to take in this love list. Then there is the next list which you only like. That means topic which you have practiced but you are not confident in that topics. There are few topics, right? We know that yes, I have solved such questions, I know these basic things, but I'm not confident that I can solve such questions in a limited time. These are the topics are there which will come in the list of only like list. And one more list will be there which is of the hate list, which means the topics which you never like. In the school also you have never done those topics, you have skipped those topics, or you always think, yeah, I don't like this topic, I will never do these things. It, yes, there are few topics are there which you really hate, and you have to distribute your topics in these 3 ways. So in these 3 ways, what we will do first, that is what you love. So in that one, as you are already good in these topics, right? You are saying that, yes, I have done this one in the school also, in my college life also, and I always like these topics. Those are my most favorite topic. So you are already good in this topic. So you have to simply revise that topic, revise the basic things again, and then you have to solve the questions from easy to high level. Don't start with the high level directly as it's your favorite topic. Still, you have to start from the easy level, and you have to solve all types of the questions from easy to high level questions of all the topics which you love. This is your first list. Then the second one was what you only like. In that one, what will come in this topic? Okay. Means what? You like those topic, you have solved such one, but you are not confident at that topic. So in this one, you have to understand the concepts again, you have to revise those concepts again, and then solve the easy questions only. So start with only the easy questions, and when you will practice more of these topics, and after some times, after solving more easy levels, then you will get your change will state from like to love. You will start loving those topics because you have practiced more now, and once you start loving this topic, then you can jump towards the higher level question. So now if you are in a stage of the love of those topics, then you have to start the solving the higher level questions slowly and practice them more until it becomes the best. That means you have to make it from better to best, and you have to practice more and more with again all type of the questions from easy to high level. But you have to start with the easy and slowly jump towards the high level question. This is your second point. And now the third one in that list was the topics which you hate. That means in this one, what we will take, you have to pick these topics at the end when you have already done all the easy questions and now you are confident that yes, I know these topics. At least I have done this much quant for the TC exam and I can solve the question. So you boost the confidence, right? You have already get the confidence at this level from this your favorite topic, and now you can jump for this difficult one. Now this is the time when you can jump for the difficult level question. So check, and when you understand, when you try these topics which you have never done in the school, so don't go for all the questions from this topic. You have to decide, you have to check the previous year papers, you have to check the level of difficulty of the exam, as in the exam, what kind of the question they have asked, and solve only those questions which they can ask in the exam. Don't go for the higher level exam, higher level questions, because in the exam, for the TCET exam especially, they never ask too high level questions. So at that time, you have to solve only those questions which are important as the exam viewpoint. In that one, solve the easy question first. Then when you understand those easy questions, then slowly increase the level and reach only those level which is important as the exam viewpoint. Don't go for too much high level. At least for the TEST, you do not require most high level for all the topics. So this is how you will distribute all these three weights: love, like, and the hate, and all these topics will now, at least you will be confident at all these topics and you can solve the question in the exam. So this was your first technique. Okay, and now we will go for the second technique. Yeah. Yes. So that's what is the second technique now? Don't memorize the tricks. Understand the tricks and apply it while practicing only. Which means in this one, what we have to do, as we know that tricks are really the weapons of the competitive exam. You can't solve your whole paper without the tricks because there is a time limit. And if we are using the conventional way for each question, then it won't be possible to solve all the questions within that time limit. So you must need the tricks for this competitive exam. So you must have to learn all the tricks, all the tricks. Whenever trick is impossible that you can solve this question with the trick, you must have to apply that trick. And you don't have to memorize that trick. If you memorize it, then in the exam we can get the confused that which trick is apply here, which trick can I apply here, will it make mistakes, or we makes the silly mistake due to that memorize. So instead of that, you have to understand the trick, apply it while practicing itself, and find the types of the questions where you can apply those tricks and practice it more and more so that it will become the habit. That applying trick must be the habit. It should not like, yeah, for this question I have to apply the trick. No, it should come as a habit that I know this question solved by the trick. This trick can be applied here and you know it. It should come easily. So understand the trick is most important and applying that trick while practicing itself is more important. If you are memorizing the tricks now and you are thinking that in the exam I will apply that trick, then it is completely wrong way. You don't have to do such things. You have to practice it now itself, understand it now itself, and apply it now itself. This is the actual time where you have to apply that tricks. So tricks are most important. So in that one, I have taken one common trick. Now this is the most common trick which we mostly used in what is exactly the trick. Let's understand. Suppose I have to multiply 104 into 105. This is the trick which I use when my numbers are more than the 100 and nearer to 100. Like from 101 to 1110, 110 means 110, I can use this trick. So for the multiplication of such number, what I do, 104 is more than 100 by 4. That means plus 4 is there. And 105 is more than 100 by 5. So what I'm doing now, 4 and 5. So you have to multiply 4 into 5, which is a 20. And you have to do the cross addition. So cross addition will be 104 plus 5, or you can do 105 plus 4. Cross addition will be 109. So your final answer will be 10920. So this is the most common trick. So whenever you solve the questions, you have to apply this trick. Now you will say that, ma'am, we understand this trick, but where to use these tricks? So what are the uses of trick? Let's understand. Yeah. So this trick is useful for simplification type of the question and percentage. In that percentage population based question, you will require this trick. When population increases by 4%, 5%, 6% in each year, at that time you will require this trick and it will save your time, because in the exam you don't have to time to multiply one by one all the numbers. So this trick will helps you at that time. And even for the compound interest, when it applies the different rate of interest for each year, then also this trick is useful. So whenever you solve such question, you have to apply this trick now itself, so that in the exam it will becomes the habit, it will comes from inside, like directly you will think like, yeah, I know I have to use this trick. So this is what you have to use this is how you have to use the trick. So this was our second technique. Now we will go for the next technique, that is your third technique. So what is the third technique now? Third technique is the most important as the exam viewpoint. What is that technique? Read the question carefully to avoid the silly mistakes. It happens every time. Most of the time I have seen that students always makes these silly mistakes in the exam. And those are really too much silly. So that's why in the exam, what you have to do in the exam, in the pressure of that exam, you don't read the question properly, you missed few things in the exam, and due to which you make the silly mistakes. And always remember that by that silly mistake, whatever wrong answer you get, that you always gets in the option. That means you get confidence that yes, means you think like, yeah, I have solved this one, that is in the option, so this is the answer. But this is due to the silly mistakes, and that is what you have to take care of. So in the exam, what will you do? You have to read the question completely, understand that what they have exactly given, what they have asked, and what are they expecting, and then understand that how to approach this question now. Once you get the approach, then you can solve that question and you can find out the answer. But again, once you get the question, then you have to solve it with the calm mind, because in the pressure we always makes these silly mistakes. So solve with the calm mind. We know that there is a time limitation, but still, if due to that time limitation you are making a silly mistake, that means you are wasting a time, and even you are wasting marks also. You are losing, you are going to lose the marks, you are going to waste the time, and due to that time, might be that time you can use for some other questions, but you are wasting it here. That means you are not losing a single mark, you are losing a more marks due to this silly mistakes. So you must have to avoid these mistakes. Now in this one, there were one question of the Tissnet 2022 paper, and when I discussed with the last year students, most of the students has makes the mistake in this question, which was really the important. This was really easiest question of Tissnet 2022. If the cost price of 20 articles is the equal to selling price of 25 articles, then you had to find out the percent profit or percent loss made. Most of the students had solved this question correctly, but in the options you can see there where they have asked you percent profit or percent loss, Most of the students find out the answer, which was the 20%, and student had marked the option as option number C, 20% profit, but in real there were the loss. And most of the student had lose 1 marks due to only that silly mistake. Instead of loss, they have marked as the profit and they lose the mark. So this is what you have to take care. We have to see whether there is a profit or the loss. And in this question, answer was option number A, that is a 20% loss. So this is the silly mistake which you make in the exam, which you have to avoid. So it is really important. I hope you have understood this third technique. Now we will understand the fourth technique. Again, fourth technique is important while practicing itself. That is what concentration in the mock and in the real exam also. You have to attend all the mock tests as you are solving the real exam. Don't take mock easily, lightly, that yeah, it's okay, it is a mock or I can do it. No, you have to solve the mock as the real exam only. So don't get panic, not even in the mock, not in the real exam. Solve mock like a real exam. Attend the mock test with the concentration and use the complete time. Means don't do like this is a mock of this 100 minutes. So for the first 20 minutes I will solve. Then you are doing something work. Again after some time you are solving for next 30 minutes. And again you are going somewhere. And again in the evening you are solving the remaining one. No, you have to use complete time. If you are sitting at this moment, you have to take a bottle with you, all your pen and paper with you, and you have to utilize all 100 minutes and solve this whole mock test here. Means all the mock test you have to solve as the real exam only. So don't, and again try to solve mock in the area where there will be no any disturbance. So no one will be there to disturb you and you can utilize all the time. So that is really the important one in the mock test itself, because always remember that your mock test is what your real exam is nothing but the reflection of the mock test itself. So whatever you get in the mock test, same thing will happen in the real exam. So don't forget to analyze the mock test after the attending it. That is again most important. Don't do like, yes, I have given this mock test, I got this much marks, that is okay. No, after giving the mock test, analyzing is the most important. Analyze the mock test, that what you have made the mistake, what is the right, what you can improve, exactly in which question you are making the mistakes, which are the silly mistakes, which are the larger mistake, in which you didn't memorize the formula, or in some question you make the calculation mistake. All those things, how you can improve this one, can I solve this question in a less time, all these things you have to analyze after the mock test. So this fourth point is really the most important as the exam viewpoint, because mock test and real exams are almost similar. So this is your fourth point, which is the important one. And now we will go for the last point, last but not the least, because this is really going to help you. What is this last one now? Fifth point, attempt the easier question first to save your time. Means what happens in the exam, always remember that it is not necessary that whatever sequence they have given in the exam paper, you have to solve in the same sequence. It is never necessary. You have to understand that what you like. You have to understand that what you can solve first, and you have to attempt only the easier questions first. If you solve the first question, which is of the difficult topic, and you are not able to solve, you lose all the confidence at this stage only. And you don't have to do. You have to pick easier questions only. Solve those easier questions first. When you solve more and more easy questions first, then you boost the confidence that yes, I am on a right path. I can solve the question. And if you are confident, then you can solve the difficult questions also with confidence. So it is more important. So attempt easier question first and then go for the higher level, so that if you attend the easy question first, you can solve in a less time. So you will get a more time for the difficult question. But if you are wasting more time at the initial stage only for the difficult question, then it happens at the end, you forget some easy questions or you skip those easy questions. You don't have to skip a single question in the exam. And it happens like, yes, I am wasting too much time in a difficult questions, and at the end I get to know that there were few more easy questions at the end, but I couldn't solve those questions. It happens. That's why I said you have to solve the easier question first. And yes, one more thing which is most important is that don't stuck in a single question. If you read the question and you get to know that I can't solve this question, just keep it for that moment and jump for the next question. Don't never stuck in a single question. It is completely wastage of time. You lose the confidence at that moment, and you lose all the papers. You even lose the marks, and you even lose the more marks, which might be it was possible that other questions you can solve in that time, but you waste all those things. So never stuck in a single question. So attempt the easier question in this. What are the points? Again, there are few points, few topics like find this, solve the series first, arithmetic question first, which are again easy, which you can solve easily. So you have to solve those questions first. Don't solve directly like a permutation combination or that modern maths, or you are solving the probability questions, geometry questions, and you are stuck at that question. Never do this. You can do this question at the end, right? Otherwise you will lose the confidence. So all the topics which you don't know, you are in that list of the head topic, you can skip those questions at the initial. At the end, you can solve those questions. Again, in the DI, it happens. In the DI, there are always the 5 to 6 questions in the DI from the DI topic. And from those 5 to 6 questions, 2 questions will be there, which will be definitely calculative, tricky, difficult to understand, and you stuck in those questions. So always skip those 2 questions and solve other questions. At the end, if you have a time, then you can give your time for those 2 questions. Otherwise, you can skip those questions. And at the end, you can see if you are not able to solve, you can randomly mark any option. Yes, you can do this for those 2 questions. Instead of wasting time in those questions, skipping those questions, that is always best option. But you don't have to skip. At the end, you have to mark any option. But at the initial stage, you don't have to solve that question. And understand your strong topics first and solve them only first. And then you have to go for the higher level question. So these are the 5 techniques which you can use in your real exam also, and even in the mock exam also. It definitely going to helps you for all your preparation to boost the confidence and to increase your marks. So I hope that you have understood these 5 techniques, and you must have to apply these 5 techniques from now itself. And let me know in the comments that whether these techniques are helping you in the exam or not, in your exam or even for your preparation also. And yes, that's all. If your friends are there who are preparing for the Tissnet exam, then you can share this video with them also, because this video is going to help to them also. So that's all. Thank you so much for watching the video at the up to the end point. Thanks a lot, and wish you all the very best. Bye bye. Take care and see you again in the next video. Bye.